Boston cop, badge, gun, everything, marches into his own captain's house and beats the living daylights out of him. Not a suspect, his captain. No hesitation, no second thoughts, just fists. Now, most people hear that story and think the cop just snapped, lost his mind. But what if he knew something so damning, so buried, that putting a man in a hospital bed was the only language anyone would listen to on his face? The guards rule it self-defense. Clean exit. Outside those gates, his old friend and business partner Henry is waiting in a car. Henry is elderly, sharp-tongued, barely 5'0", and absolutely refuses to treat Spenser like a broken man, just back from 5 years of hard time. Within 30 seconds of being free, they are already bickering like they never stopped. Before they even pull out of the parking lot, though, a car screeches up beside them. Out of it steps Sissy, Spenser's ex-girlfriend, who is exactly two things at once: absolutely gorgeous and absolutely unstable. She somehow tracked down the release date, drove all the way out here, and is now screaming declarations of love through the window. The car rams into him at full speed. Men pour out. They drag Boland onto the asphalt, accuse him of leaking information to people he shouldn't have, and despite every plea he manages to get out of his mouth, they execute him right there with a machete. The next morning, a nurse named Leticia comes home from a night shift to find her husband's SUV parked outside. He's still in it. He's not alive. A single gunshot wound. Detective Terrence Graham, well-regarded cop, good man, Leticia's husband, is dead. Within 24 hours, Boston's police department has a neat, official narrative. He signs up for truck driving classes. His post-prison plan is to get a commercial license, move to Arizona, watch sunsets, and leave Boston to its mess. Reasonable. Sensible. Completely impossible for a man wired the way he is. He sits in that driving class, and his mind just won't stop. Connections keep forming. Questions keep surfacing. Who actually killed Boland? Who had the motive? Why is the department so eager to pin this all on a dead man? Review the recovered footage. They find what they're looking for. Terrence, walking out of the bar, getting into a yellow Corvette with an unknown driver. Right behind it, a blue SUV. The same SUV, they now realize, that rammed Boland's car at the bus depot. And the same SUV Terrence was found dead in. Spenser goes back to the bus depot crime scene himself. The police have already processed it. He walked him. She was loud, organized, and effective. Someone powerful wanted her silenced. Charlie Bentwood was hired to do the dirty work. It started with harassment. Then it escalated. Brutally. And eventually, Spenser and Driscoll responded to a call and found Gloria's body. Spenser went to Captain Boland, demanding answers. Boland laughed at him and threw him out. A local journalist later showed Spenser security footage of Gloria being beaten to death, footage the department already had, and was actively burying. Armed with that, Spenser and Driscoll went back to Boland's house. Boland played dumb, and that was the night Spenser lost control and beat his own captain. He went to prison for assaulting the man who buried a murder. When Hawk hears this, he sits with it for a moment. Then he gets up, walks over to Charlie the next morning, and notices something strange. 2 FBI agents are also watching Charlie. This is no longer just a local police scandal. He approaches the FBI agents. The female agent won't give him details, but she hands over a card and tells him to call if he finds something solid. Spenser and Hawk sit and think about what they know. Boland's murder wasn't quiet. It wasn't subtle. A machete execution in an empty parking lot is a message. Someone wanted the world to know Boland was killed. That kind of move comes from organized crime, not from down. It isn't a theme park. Underneath an old dog racing track sits an illegal casino and a drug smuggling operation, run by a network of corrupt cops and organized crime, working together. The whole thing is enormous and has apparently been running for years. Wayne is terrified. He tells Spenser that anything he tries to publish will be deleted before it reaches print. The corruption goes too high. Spenser goes to poke around the racetrack himself. He gets cornered by armed men and has to back off. Meanwhile, Boland and Terrence are buried on the same day. Boland gets a full hero's ceremony. Flags, uniforms, the works. Terrence gets a small restaurant and pulls him out. They move to Sissy's house. She is not thrilled. She calls them both Batman and Robin. Hawk firmly states he is not Robin. Leticia calls Spenser, shaking. Someone ransacked her house, but they missed what they were actually looking for. Because Terrence, the night he died, mailed something home. She hands Spenser a wire. They plug it in. What comes out of that time rings? Driscoll has Henry, and unless Spenser drives that van to the Wonderland racetrack, Henry dies. They know it's a trap. They plan anyway. At the racetrack, Driscoll and a small army of dirty cops and cartel muscle wait in the dark. A car appears. The door opens. Sissy steps out. While Driscoll registers this, Sissy gets Henry out. And been able to walk away from a wrong that needed righting. Prison didn't change that. 5 years of concrete and cafeteria food didn't change that. It's not a flaw. It's who he is. And that right there is Spenser Confidential. A corrupt system, a stubborn man who refused to stay quiet, and a friendship between two people who had absolutely no business becoming friends. Now here's the thing. If you watched this entire video and you still haven't subscribed to this channel, that's between you and your conscience. Every recap we put out takes real time, real craft, and genuine love for storytelling. All it costs you is one tap. Hit that subscribe button, you won't regret it, and drop a comment below. Were you surprised Driscoll was the villain, or did you see it coming from the toothpick scene? Let us know. We read every single one.